out there, this is Garry Moore again.
Yes, sir, you bet your Aunt Fanny's Buster Buster from CBS in New York City. It's the Garry Moore Show. 1 hour of pleasant songs and random conversations. The songs are by Eileen Woods and Ken Carson, with music by Bernie Layton and the members of the Barefoot Philharmonic. Today we have random comments by Jim Kirkwood and Lee Goodwin, while my name is Ken Carson. And now, here's your favorite boy, the man in charge of the whole shebang, Garry Moore.
Hi, Ken.
Hello, Buster.
Hey, huh? And greetings again to you out there, my friends. By golly, happy Labor Day holiday to you all. Holiday.
Labor Day.
There is no rest for the weary or the wicked, apparently. Well, say, by the way, before we go any further, I wish you, if everybody in the studio, will you do me a favor, and you kids up here, too, will everybody please lift their feet up off the floor for just a minute? Will you get your feet up off the floor?
What's the big idea, Gary?
Well, this is the day that my wife sweeps under the television set, and she can't get in with everybody's feet down. Everybody listen. All ready, Nell? There you are. She's got to help her out, you know, with the housework. By the way, you should see the new television set that we have got at home. Oh, boy, this is the solid brass-bound end, I'll tell you. 4-inch screen. Wonderful set.
4-inch screen?
Yeah, it's the latest thing. They call it small screen television. It's for people with 10-inch living rooms.
Oh.
Just fits in our house.
Oh, gee, how does it work, Gary?
Works good. Works good. All the programs come in a little smaller, of course, than they are on the normal television. For instance, you take a show like Leave It to the Girls. On our set, it comes over Little Women. But it's...
Oh, that's very interesting. But what about Toast of the Town?
Toast of the Town? Yeah. Crumb of the Village.
And I suppose Studio 1 comes out?
Studio 1/2.
Yeah.
That's the way it comes out. You get the, by the way, why don't you get one of those sets, Ken? You'd like it, boy.
Well, the screen it seems so small, though, Gary. I'm afraid of eye strain.
Well, they're very inexpensive. Get one for each eye.
No.
You see, you get 2 of them up that way.
Oh, Gary, you're joking. There's no such thing
I had thought I was, but I didn't think anybody had noticed.
I think you made it all up. There's no such thing as that 4-inch screen.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did make it up. I was kind of stalling around, waiting for our friend Durward Beanpole Kirby to come in here. I don't know where he is. Has anybody seen him today?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw him backstage. Why, Gary?
Oh, he's back there. Do you think he can hear us from here?
No, I don't think so.
Well, kids, I'll tell you, now that he's gone, I want to take advantage of this opportunity to talk to you. I'm a little worried about something a disheartening rumor that I heard about Durward, and something I find it hard to believe, really.
Well, for heaven's sake, what is it, Gary?
Well, a certain party who prefers to remain anonymous told me that Durward Kirby has been bribing our cameramen to keep the camera focused on him all during the show. Been bribing them with Hershey bars.
Oh, no.
Hershey bars? Why, that's unbelievable.
Well,
Gary.
that's what I said, but the fellow told... Oh, wait a minute, here he comes. We'll see what happens. Get a load of this.
Oh, hi, Eileen.
Hi, Dur.
Oh, Ken.
Hi there.
Oh, Gar.
Good evening, Mr. Kirby. It's
Say.
awfully nice of you to drop in.
Oh, it's all right. It's nothing.
Mr. Kirby, I would like to ask you, on behalf of our committee here, I would like to ask you a few questions. We have a few things on their mind. You see, our committee has a few questions that they would like to ask you for the good of the show, you understand.
Wait, what's
now, don't fool with my smeller. No, Dur, I have a very important question to ask you, and it's the only way I can get in the screen to ask you.
What? What's this all about, Gary?
Just be careful what you say. You're under investigation now. Proceed, Senator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carson.
I must be in the wrong studio.
Please sit down and behave yourself, Mr. Kirby. Court is in session. Very well? All right. Now then, whether or not you are guilty will be determined by the evidence that is presented to us in this particular case.
Yeah, well, certainly. Anything you say then, Mr. Haley. But before you begin, I would like to plead not guilty.
Not guilty?
Not
Well,
guilty.
we will see how the evidence comes out, and then we will determine that.
Just answer the questions put to you by Senator Moore. Do you understand, Mr. Kirby?
What is it? No, I don't, but go ahead, though. I don't know what you're doing.
Senator, you may proceed with the first question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carson. Mr. Kirby, do you know what a Hershey is?
What was it?
A Hershey, H-E-R-C-C, a Hershey.
Hershey?
Do you know what a Hershey is?
Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a candy bar.
You believe
I believe
it's a candy bar.
I believe it's a candy.
Well,
I don't remember.
Perhaps I will refresh your memory by reading a statement you yourself made on the 5th of September of this year. You said, and I quote, I will as soon as I find it, you quote, you said, "I will have a Hershey bar with nuts," unquote. This statement was made at the corner candy store before rehearsal. You deny this?
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, if you got it there, no, I guess I said it.
Now, Mr. Kirby.
If you got it written
Mr.
down,
Kirby.
I guess I said it.
Mr. Kirby.
I don't know.
Mr. Kirby.
Yes, your lordship.
Are you in the habit of giving Hershey bars to your friends?
Well, sometimes.
And for this, what do they do in return?
What's that?
What do they do in return for you giving them Hershey bars?
Well, if they're polite, why, when I give them the Hershey bar, why, they might say thank you. And if they aren't, why, they just unwrap the candy and then they start eating it. You can't tell what people
I want to warn you. I want to warn you, Mr. Kirby, that an evasive answer will only get you in further trouble.
Senator...
Excuse me just a moment.
I hope this isn't being televised, this whole proceeding here.
Oh, splendid. Do you have the names?
Yes, I do, Senator Moore, right here.
Very well. Now, Mr. Kirby, do you happen to know a Len Peck, an Ed Malcolm, and a Bill Uncle?
Do I? Who's that?
Len Peck, Ed Malcolm, Bill Uncle. Do you know those gentlemen?
I don't know. I mean, New York is such a big city. You don't get to meet many people. There's so many people walking around the street and you can't meet people.
It seems highly likely that you would have met these people inasmuch as they are the cameramen on this television program.
Oh, they are?
They are the cameramen.
Oh, hi, fellas.
Do you deny bribing these men with Hershey bars to keep the camera focused on you at all times?
I do, yeah. I never saw, what's his name?
Len Peck, Ed Malcolm, and Bill Wolf.
I never saw those fellas before in all my life.
Mr. Carson, will you call the first witness, please?
Is Len Peck in the studio?
On camera number 1, Mr. Peck, will you come up to the committee stand, please, if you don't mind?
It's such a big city, and the people are walking on the streets and everything. You can't tell, but who's liable to walk up to you
Mr.
and
Kirby,
talk to you
if
sometimes?
you have nothing
so
to
you
hide.
You can't remember names.
Thanks for the chocolate bar.
Ixnay, the DA.
Thank you for the chocolate bar. Thank you very much, Mr. Peck. We will keep this as exhibit number 1. You may return now to your podium, and thank you very much. Your testimony need go no further.
Hey, did I say something wrong?
You just cut off your supply of Hershey bars.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, sir, not that. Kirby, you can't do that to me. I gotta have the stuff, you understand? I just gotta.
How do you like that? You give the cameraman one crummy line, he tries to run you right off your own show.
What an actor, boy.
Now, what have you got to say for yourself after that, Mr. Kirby?
Well, all right. I admit the whole thing. Mr. Moore. I did want the cameras on me at all times. I really did. But I had a reason for it. I had a very good reason for it.
What is the reason?
Well, the reason, I've been biting my nails lately. And I'm very ashamed. The only way that I could break the habit would be as if somebody was watching me all the time.
So you had you need 3 million people to... Let me see. This isn't just a story.
Look at them.
I got it all the way down to the quick, and you have a very slow quick. Well, very well, Durr. I will accept your story, but I tell you, no more camera focusing on Durwood. I have a better way to cure it. Excuse me, Ken, just a moment, please.
I knew you'd understand me,
Just put these on, and that will cure you of biting your nails from ever on.
Put these on?
Yes.
I knew you were going to understand about this whole thing.
There's something that I use with my little boy, Garry, and it's gotten all over.
The camera can be on me at all the time from now on?
The camera needs not be on you from now on. You will finish biting your nail. So now, my friends, we have our little family problem solved. We're going to have a song from Eileen Woods. Eileen has a beautiful number. It's kind of a... Morris, please. The name of it is For All... For All We Know, Eileen Woods.